Howdy folks, Little John. Saturday afternoon out in the brewery. As I said yesterday, it's time to do a couple of tastings. Two recent brews, the Cherry Weissner. I'm just going to grab out some notes. Cherry Weissner, and also the white chocolate coconut tropical IPA, which was an extract base IPA with some white chocolate in the boil, some toasted coconut, and the Cherry Weissner, which was cherry wheat beer. Pretty much standard German wheat beer with cherries added in the boil and in the fermenter. And these were both, well, the Cherry Weissner was brewed on the 8th of January, the IPA was brewed on the 14th. Both were bottled on the 1st of February, so the 15th, so they're dead smack on 2 weeks old each in the bottle. So let's get a pour on, and as close as I can get to a Weissner glass. No head there. Nicely carbonated, and you can see it in the bottle, but it's a bloody cracking red colour. And the cherry colours come through really nice. And it's got a nice cherry nose too, so pretty happy with that. And we'll get the IPA poured as well into the appropriate glassware as well. So that's it, only 2 weeks in the bottle both of these, so they're nice and fresh, and as style dictates, 2 beers that should be drank fresh. So bottle primed, you can't get much fresher than 2 weeks. So Cherry Weissner, let's go through some numbers quickly. I said wheat beer, 53% wheat malt, Maris Otter and Pilsner for the balance. Hallertau Mittelfrüh at 60 minutes to about 15 IBU, and cherries in the boil. 1 kilo added into the boil for 30 minutes. I've got a nasty bug floating around here. And then it was about this is 1.5 kilos, if it wasn't 1.5 kilos. I think it was about 1.25 kilos. Yeah, it was just I'm pretty sure it was just under 1.5 kilo. It's on the original video anyway, which were cooked up and then added to the fermenter. The original gravity was 1042. I don't know what the cherry contribution was going to be sugar wise and what effect that was going to have on the total alcohol. End up finishing with specific gravity of 1008. At that point we give about 4.5% in the bottle, but I'm sort of guessing there's probably maybe another percentage of alcohol from the cherry sugars, so it's probably running about 5.5%. And as I said in the original video, this brew, I went to do a cherry brew every year, but this brew was specifically done as a nod to my very first patron, Terry Meisner. the cherry Weissner, obviously a play on his name. In that vein, cheers to all the patrons. Terry, there'll be a bottle of this coming your way very soon. But yeah, so every year it's a cherry beer. I've done a cherry wheat many years ago for Christmas for the family, and it only had cherries in the boil, and it was just real faint cherry. So I'm hoping this one's going to have a hell of a lot more in it. So as I said, there's no head. Good carbonation, lovely, lovely pinky colour. It's reasonably clear, but it's a little bit of, a little bit of cloudiness there from the wheat. Cherry on the nose. A little bit of that, the wheat tartness and bubblegummy type nose. It's hard to describe exactly what you're getting there. The first thing I was getting was the bubblegum. But there's tartness, and the tartness initially seems to be coming from that initial wheat tartness, and then the cherry comes on. And for me, cherry, particularly when you start getting canned cherries or they've been cooked in any way, you tend to get more tartness. Cherries are a tart fruit. I did try to go for a reasonably sweet variety, but there's always tartness involved in the cherry, and that comes through as well. So you're getting this multi-layer on the taste. And it's all there, it's all sort of integrated. I'm having a hard time actually deciding whether I like it or not. I've commented before, I'm not a massive wheat beer fan. I don't mind some wheat in beers, but I'm not wheat beer specifically wise. I'm not particularly a big fan. Don't like generally the taste of wheat beers, and I think that's affecting this a little bit. The cherry's coming through nicely, and there's the subtle mix of flavours. So I think if you're a wheat beer fan and like a bit of the fruit beers and stuff, I think definitely right up your alley. I think definitely nothing wrong with that. As far as it goes for the style, I think it's pretty much bang on the mark. As I said, just not exactly my favourite style. I don't brew wheat beers very often at all for that reason. For me, I'm thinking of this beer, there's probably too much cherry being added into the fermenter. I think I could have cut that back by half and reduced the cherry flavour a little bit and let the actual wheat and the characters from that wheat beer to dominate, with the cherry just playing along. In this, it's very dominant. Like it's not taking over, but it's not allowing the wheat beer to stand up. So it really is a cherry wheat beer as opposed to a wheat beer with some cherry in it. But yeah, overall, there's nothing wrong with it. everything's working the way it should, and certainly no doubt that there'll be a lot of people would very much enjoy that beer. So Terry White, calling you Weissner now. Terry, there'll be a bottle or two of that coming your way very shortly. And may even slip a bottle out to one random lucky Patreon in the upcoming month as well. Some of the advantages of being a patron. Anyway, let's set him aside for a moment. Let's go to this fella. This one was listed on the channel as Brew Venture number 3. Previous Brew Venture beers were the corn beer and the breakfast ale. So this is number 3 in the Brew Venture range. We're just pushing things a little bit different. So this was a small batch, 4 litres, done in the demi-john. Extract base was 600 grams of light dry malt and 100 grams of dextrose. Pretty half a mil of calcium chloride per litre to push the chloride a little bit on the IPA. A mix of Calypso, Eldorado and Amarillo. Very late in the boil, flame out, and a good dry hop. So go back and watch the original video. I toasted some shredded coconut and added some white chocolate into the boil. Fermented with USA 5. Original gravity 1064, which was higher than I was expecting. I was originally aiming for, no, actually that was the gravity I was aiming for 1065, so that's correct. Final gravity was 1011, ABV 7.4%. Yeah, it's a little bit, tiny little bit of haze in there, but it's clear. It's very clear, and anyone who ever uses these speedglow glasses will know that it's very hard to see clarity in these glasses. Whatever it is, however it's designed, the light doesn't get through them very well. So even the clearest beers can tend to look a little bit hazy, but I don't know how that's going to show up. But it is fairly clear. Got a nice head on it. There's a gentle hop nose on there. I thought it might have been a little bit more. There's also a reasonable amount of dry hopping. 3.8 grams a litre the Eldorado and 3 grams of the Calypso. Now, I've had issues in the past where I've sort of had beers with Calypso and wasn't a great fan, and so we wanted to go back and see how it went, so I'm hoping it's not banging us around. Can't smell any coconut. I don't think there's, not particularly. I think the notes there are coming from I'm getting the Calypso and the Eldorado on the nose, but I'm not really getting those tropical sort of noses without getting coconut as such. Just poured a nice head, it's holding pretty well. Okay, it's resiny, not ridiculously resiny, but it's certainly there. The beer itself is quite smooth. There's a little bit of creaminess there. Exactly where that's coming from, I'm not sure. That could just be the combination of the chocolate and the coconut, giving that slight creamy feel. There's not a distinct hop flavour. So, yeah, it's quite resiny, and I think that it's really overpowering everything at the moment. Now, this harks to comments I've made many times before with IPAs, and how the IPAs need a little bit of time for the hops to really settle in and for the flavour to develop. So you don't get exactly what this problem is. And I've had it as a disputed with a few people over time. They say that this is how you should be drinking your IPAs. This is how they're intended to be. And again, I'll argue that point, that I don't think anyone intends their beer to just taste like fucking resin. I can slightly taste the flavour from the hops underneath, the tropical notes, but the resin up front is just overpowering everything. There's a nice malt component there. Considering this, it's just extract and a little bit of the Dex. There's a touch of dryness in the finish. The body's not big. It's a good body, but it has got that little bit of dryness there, which is exactly sort of what I was looking for. I didn't want it to be sweet. I was looking for I wanted the coconut and the chocolate and the hops to provide the character. I didn't want the malt providing too much sweetness and overpowering it. So right now I'm thinking this beer in 3 weeks' time is really where it's going to be starting to shine, because right now all I can taste is the resins. So I'm tasting the hops, not the flavours that the hops will produce. It's a tough one to explain, and I've had a video about it previously, exactly what I'm sort of trying to say. And if you're not sure exactly what I mean by that, if you do a big dry hopped IPA, drink one at 2 weeks old after bottling, and drink the same one 3 weeks later, and you'll see what I mean, what the difference is. The difference between tasting hop and 2 weeks and 3 weeks down the track actually tasting the hop flavour. They're two different things. Because right now, that, well, for me at the very least, is not particularly enjoyable. I have struggles to see how anyone can find and can argue that is the best way to drink an IPA, because I'm very confident in 3 weeks' time that's going to be very, very different and much better. So, but for now, I'm very happy that that's really turned out well. Exactly to what level and how those hops are working together, that Calypso and Eldorado, time will tell. I will revisit this one, in a few more weeks' time and see exactly how it's going. And as you can see, for now, it's doing all right. Certainly, I think that's definitely been a successful beer. Same with that fella. So That's it. Cherry Weissner, white chocolate coconut tropical IPA extract. Tasted, done, both good beers. This will need further review. That one, I think that's what it is, you know. Clearly very much a beer of going to be personal preference. And now it's starting to get a little bit of head retention. Anyway, and that will probably come maybe another couple more weeks in the bottle. So, as always, if you've got any questions on these beers, any comments, stick them down the bottom, go for it. If you've not subscribed to Little John, hit the subscribe button down there in the corner, come along for the ride. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, jump down the link down the bottom, have a look what it's about. Extra videos, there's little bits of giveaways. I'm about to sit down and draw out a winner for some hops. And as I said, someone will get a bottle or two of that next month as well. So check out the link, see if it's something you're interested in. If not, happy to see you come along and watch the videos and see what goes on. So that's me, Little John. So till I see you again, we're brewing beer, talking beer or drinking beer, good brewing.